Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Hobby Dog Bay. I hope y'all can hear me good. I'm kind of talking low. I'm here in my bedroom. Hubby's in the living room watching TV, and the door's open. And Elizabeth's in her room. So, I want to show y'all what I have done. I have got a game plan. Sorry. I looked through my kit card again at everything I had in there, and I kind of made a certain order that I want to do the rest of that stuff in. So I have this book here, and this is where I have notebooks and I write everything down in it. So I'm going to show you, I wrote down the order of what I'm going to do. Yeah. So I know I have sloppy handwriting. Y'all probably won't be able to read it. That says kit order. So right here, number 1, and I'm seeing it backwards. I hope y'all are seeing it right. So I've got Becca's album. So in my kit cart, I have a small little bitty mini album, scrapbook album, that Becca, my sister, who is Becca JB, here on YouTube, she is also Becca's Happy Place, I think is the name of her other channel, which is her Reborn Doll channel. So, years ago, when we all first got on YouTube and started our craft and stuff like this, she made me this little album and sent it to me. And it was blank. It was for me to put pictures in, and I had never gotten around to doing anything like that before with it. I don't know why I'm like that. Sorry, y'all. But I have a tendency to do that. I'll get new things, but then I won't get to them, to open them up and do anything with them for years down the road. It's not that I don't like them. I do. It's just that I am so interested in a whole lot of things, and I have other things ahead that I lined up to work on, and I'm funny. I don't know. I set things in a certain order, and that's how I want to do it. I don't want to do nothing else until I finish this in this order, then that, then that. I know. I'm weird, y'all. I can't help it. But anyway, so that's going to be the first thing I do, which I've actually already started, but I'm going to show that to y'all here in a minute. So number 2 is my Sock Monkey sewing kit. I'm excited about that one, so that's what I'll do next. Then it will be one of these Stampin' Up! Pumpkin kits for its cards, and they're cactus cards. Me and Gracie had made one a while back, but I need to finish making the rest of them. So I'll do that. Now this list is kind of going back and forth because that's kind of the categories of things I have in my cart. So it's mini albums, and then it's a sewing. I'm counting it as a sewing type thing. And then it's cards, which is the pumpkin kit. Okay, I went through that. I had 3 boxes. Well, really, I only have 2 boxes of actually something to do. One box was the packets for Valentine's that I had made Gracie and had her little things in, and she got so many a day, every day, a while back. I had finished those up. There was just like the papers and stuff in there, and the leftover stuff I didn't use, I had ended up giving it to her, and she plays with it, and she'll rub glue on it and stick stuff on there and stuff like that and play with it. So that one I threw it away and got rid of. So I only have 2 boxes of the cards. So, but I have so many sewing things that instead of doing, since it's 3 categories, the album, the sewing, and cards, I didn't just keep going album, sewing, cards, album, sewing, cards, album, sewing, cards. I put a sewing thing in between everything I did because I have so many sewing things, more than the other 2. So I've got album, a sewing thing, a card. Then I do another sewing thing. Then an album, sewing thing, card, sewing thing, album. Like that, you know. So, so number 4, now I'm going to turn around and look at it, is the Christmas embroidery thing. This is hard. So then, let me just turn around and read it to y'all. 5 is the Potholder album that I made, but I've not put pictures in it yet. Okay, then 6 is the doll sewing kit with the dress and the blanket and all that. Then 7 is the birthday cards. That's the other Stampin' Up! Box of cards. And then 8 is the felting. I'm considering it a sewing thing. That felting with the tools that you stab it and shape it like you want it. 9 is the board album. It's that mini album with the chipboard, the hardboard pages that I cover and work. I'll put that together, decorate it, and put pictures in it. Alright, number 10 is the Christmas rug hooking, which is in that bag on the top of the cart. 11 is my stamp collecting box. Now, it's not cards per se, but I only had the 2 boxes of cards, so I'll be finished with those. So the only other next thing would be that one. Then number 12 is the apple rug hooking, which is in the box on top of the cart. Then after that, which I don't have that down here on the list, because this is kind of the list of these 3 categories: album, sewing stuff, and cards. What I'm calling cards. But what would be left then after that is the diamond painting. I'm going to go ahead and write that down on here, and that will be everything. That's number 13. That will be everything that's in my kit cart. And it will be empty, and I'll be finished with it, except for my felt pieces and my foam pieces that I have in there. But then I can use it to store other stuff in. So I don't know how to spell diamond, I just put D. So this is my list, and this is what I'm going to go by. So now I have started already, and I have started with Becca's album. Now, I'm not through with it, so I'm not marking it off until I get completely through with it. And I'm going to have to wait a little bit before I can finish it, because I don't have pictures to put in it because of what I'm doing. So this is the little album that she fixed. And she fixed it just like this. And she's made it like a tassel, whatever you call the thing, on the ring that she put in it. And then this is the back. Okay. Okay, so what I have done is every page has a pocket at the top with a tag sticking out. So, in the first, this is what I thought I would do. I have some pictures. They're kind of recent, but not real recent, of Becca and her husband that she sent me. And so I thought that would be just fitting, would be this little album that she made me to put their pictures in. Well, of course it wasn't enough to fill up the whole little book, even though it's a small little book. So then I looked through my pictures, and I said, well, I've also got these kind of recent, even more so not recent than Becca's pictures, because it was when we lived in Tennessee. And we had family before Katie got married. We lived in Tennessee, and we did family pictures. So of us, me and Albert and the girls. So I put those in there. Well, it still has not filled it up. Okay, so me and Becca are sisters. We have one more sister. That's Charlotte, who used to be, still is. She still have her channel, but she don't make videos and put them up anymore. Wyoming Nene. So I thought, well, I could just make this a sister album. If I had some kind of recent photos of Charlotte and her husband. So I'm going to show it to you. So in the first one, and I put Becca first since she made the album. And then I'm the only other pictures I had, so I put me and Albert and the girls next. So then I guess Charlotte will go in the back unless when I get her pictures. I texted her and asked her if she's supposed to try to send me some. Maybe I can switch them around. I don't know, put me in the back, Charlotte in the middle. I want Becky in the front, seem like, because of this, but she is the middle sister. And I know that don't matter. I just kind of, make it neat to put either Charlotte, Becca, me, or me, Becca, Charlotte, but it's not working out that way either way. So, but if I stick with Becca in the front. Alright, so in the first page here, you have a pocket. So there's Becca and her husband. They're peekabooing at each other around that light pole. This is back when they lived in their trailer before they bought their house. Now, other than that right there, I don't have much journaling. I had to think of the word to do about the photos. And really no space to put it. And I don't know if I just need to leave it like this or decorate it up anymore. So y'all give me your ideas on that. Alright, so then when you open that up, there's that one from that direction. She's peekabooing around at him. Well, this flower here, Becca had put in there and fixed that up. So then when you pull the tag out on that side, there's that one. It's like an up close. See, this one was from his view, looking around at her. This is her view looking around at him. And this one is her view again, but in a different way, in a bigger, wider space. Okay, then over here is this one. And then when you pull this one out, you have that one. Okay. And then that's all I have of her pictures. So then you turn it, and then starts me and my family. So I have me, and I have Albert. Now, I had 2 pictures of this exact, and 2 pictures of this exact. And I needed somewhere to put them, to keep them. So, what I done was, I put me on the page. Then in the pocket on the tag, I put Albert, which is the same as him over here. So then, him, then in the pocket on the tag, I put the same of me, which is right here. Okay. Then, we turn the page again, and this is Katie. Well, and that's not too long before she got married. And, she loves high heel shoes. So I thought, hey, that page has got a shoe on it. That would be perfect to put Katie's picture there. So then on the tag, I have Elizabeth, and she's sitting by the barn. This was at the place that we had went to take these pictures in Tennessee when we lived there. So now on the last page, I don't have a picture to put on the tag. I don't have a picture to put on either side. So I need 2 for the tag, 1 for the page, and that's 3 pictures, and it needs to be of Charlotte and her husband. So I can put that in here, and this can be a sister album. Now on the back side, oh crap, that fell off. The little flower that was on here, I gotta find where it was at. I think it was where this fairy is. Yeah. I think I see that it was right here, and that may not stick back in there, and they have to glue it on. Yeah, that's not wanting to stick back in there. I'll have to glue that on. So I need to hold that tight. But anyway, on the back side, it being the back of the album, I don't feel like I need to put a picture there just to lay down, or if it's in a shelf and it's the bare picture, that just don't seem right. But yet, it just seems like it's too bare and like there needs to be something there, but I don't know what. And like I said, I don't know if I need to do any more type decorating on any of the pages. I could try to do a little bit of journaling, but I don't know. Y'all give me your ideas. Should I just leave it as it is, try to journal, try to do a little more decorating, and what would you do for the back side and all of that? And then, of course, when Charlotte sends me the pictures and I put them in here, I'll update y'all and show y'all that. So it's going to be a little while before that's finished. So, and I'm still working on my crocheting. I'll continue to work on that. I'm going to use that whole yarn up. It's going to be a big old, blanket type thing. It's going to take me a while to keep working on that every day. So, I'll do that. This I got to wait on the pictures. So, the next thing is the sock monkey. And I won't start on it tonight because it's late and I'm tired. But probably tomorrow I might start on it. And of course, I'll show y'all and let y'all know. Alright guys, I wanted to show y'all that and tell y'all about that. My plan to get all my kits done in my cart. And then I can move on to other things. Alright guys, that's all I have for you for now. So I am out of here until next time I'm done. I'm going toodaloo.